Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today to our live webinar series that we've been hosting here on Facebook. We have been bringing you different organizations from across the community to provide information on and resources on how they provide services to individuals with disabilities. Today, we have Ms. Genesis Lesama from VAIL, the Valley Association for Independent Living. Good morning, Genesis, and welcome.
Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Ricky, and to those watching us. I'm happy to be here. I'm very excited to share with you what we do at VAIL. I am the Peer Transition Services Coach. Um, so let's get started. The mission and statement from VAIL, it's that so the goal for VAIL is to stimulate and promote growth and sense of personal dignity and empower to those individuals who have disabilities. And it's not just one specific type or one a specific age group. So we serve just any people who has a disability and any age group and throughout the Valley of Texas. Okay. It is consumer control, and we are a nonprofit. So what this means is that it's non-residential, consumer control, and community-based across disability organization, and we provide just a wide range of independent living services. Okay. So as an independent living center, we provide information and referral. So if you need a different service that we do not provide, we can help you connect to other services. We also teach you about independent living skills, like public transportation, support groups, money management, if you need, to get a job, things like that. As well as individual and systems advocacy. So VAIL specialists help consumers stand up for their rights as individuals to live independently and work for changes in society that will better support independent living for people with disabilities, which is my favorite. I really promote advocacy, and that's what we do at VAIL. We want, every individual to exercise their rights and to promote empowerment in their community. And then lastly, peer counseling. So me as a peer and transition services coach, I teach individuals with IDD under the PAL program how to be a peer support specialist. And this is a 10-week program. And once they complete it, they teach others about what they learned in the program. But I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. So who qualifies? Again, any person with a disability or who is regarded of having a disability or, that has had a disability in the past, any age group. And then we can also help like caretakers or guardians or a representative, to connect to other services or, just guidance in general. So this is a list of the programs that we have at VAIL. We have mobility management services. Basically, like if you need a voucher for public transportation, or you need to use a paratransit, or you just want information about public transportation, we have that program. We have the independent living core services, the dev services and CRP job placement. We have the community living assistance and support services or the class program. We can help with technology resources. We have the independent living purchasing program, the project housing education and advocate for rural Texas or HARP program, the peer and advocacy leadership pulse and transition services. We have the IL virtual program. And the last three are like little, I guess, events and activities that we have. that I also help conduct. It is the recreational activities. We hang out and we just do a recreational activity for 1 hour every week. We have the support groups, which we meet once a month. And we have exercise, which are exercise and nutrition classes to better manage our disability or to prevent a chronic condition, and just to be healthy. um, any questions so far? Okay. So this is a PowerPoint, like it tells us about a little bit of all the programs, but I wanted to focus on my program, which is the PAL. So again, the PAL program stands for Peer Advocacy and Leadership. This is an initiative by the Texas State Independent Living Center, and it partners to facilitate the training of at least 25 Texans with developmental disabilities. It can be like autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, even epilepsy, and many, many others, right? Those are just some of the like most common ones. And once they complete their training, they become peer support specialists. And so in the context of this training program, the peer counselor will be someone who acknowledges having a disability and does counseling with another person with a disability. And so what they learn in this program is they learn a little bit about money management and how to give advice to someone of how to use their money, as well as like their rights, their voting rights, also about responsibilities. They also learn about housing, their rights in housing. We also covered what are public transportations that they can use, focus here in the Valley, right? As well as many, many other topics. And requirements are that they must have an IDD. They must be a current resident of the state of Texas, being an adult or like 18 years and over, and there's no age cap. Okay, like they can be 45, 50, 60, at least 18 years of age, and being registered voter or willing to register. Okay, and then just this is to promote the uh, the power of the vote of the people with disabilities. um, so do you guys have any questions as of now?
We haven't received any questions yet,
Okay.
but this is great. Thank you for this information, Genesis.
Mhm. And then the transition services as well, it's basically kind of the same as the PAL program, except this is more for those who are still in high school, and then they want to transition, from high school to maybe a post-secondary, or just the adult life, right? That they want to move out, or maybe go into a vocational training or something. And so we teach more about like how to be a good employee, how to fill out a resume, or how to apply for school, like maybe if they want to apply to SCC or UTRGV. We learn about community resources, so kind of like the same, but a little bit more like the before, right, of before leaving high school or before being out there. And this is for young adults ages 16 to 22. Okay. Here we have our office locations. We have the McAllen office, which is the office that I am at. It's pretty close to the Texas Workforce Solutions office. And it's right next to the Social Security office in Macomb. And then there's also a bus stop right in front of it, so you can take the public transportation and get there. And we also have the Laredo office. Okay. And now I just want to talk a little bit about some events that are going on at VAIL, or well, not at VAIL because we cannot be at the office, but like it's gonna be through Zoom. It's all gonna be virtual. We have the VAIL Cares support group, and we're gonna be meeting every fourth Thursday, with exception of November and December because holidays. So the next meeting is going to be November 19th, and the meetings are from 1 to 2. Okay. And then after December, the meetings are going to be again every fourth Thursday of the month. Okay. We're gonna have a conversation about support and service animals, like what's the difference on that, and how to get it, what are your rights. And it's going to be Friday, November the 20th from 11 to 12. Okay. I also wanted to promote these housing education classes that my coworker Jorge is having. These are every first and second Tuesday of every month, um, up to from November to March. So next meeting will be on December 1st and December 8th, and they're from 11 to 12 in the, well, 11 in the morning, 12 noon. And yeah, and another one is disability and sexuality talk. We feel like this is not a topic, it's kind of like a taboo topic that is not, talk a lot. And yeah, we're going to talk about sexual education and just sexuality and disability. And this is going to be on December 18th, from 10 to 12. Okay. And we're going to have people, kind of like panelists, share their story, if somebody has a question for them. And we're going to talk like about the statistics and sexual education. Um, and yep. Any other questions?
I did want to go ahead and post your email on the messages.
Uh-huh.
That if anyone has any questions, they can contact you because there's a lot of great events that you have coming up that I think are important, right? I I think that VAIL does such important work at ensuring that people with disabilities are fully integrated into society, right? And all these conversations and trainings are important to learning how to live independently, right? And be included and become an advocate. So I know you focus on the peer advocacy, right? And I was wondering, is there a current training going on, or if somebody's interested in applying for the next one, how can they find out?
Okay, yes. So we usually put all these flyers and information on our Facebook page, at Vale's Facebook page. Um, I believe how you can find on Facebook, it's Vale Independent Living, I think, or something like that. But
Okay.
if you put Vale McAllen, I'm almost sure that you can find it. Um, and yeah, I put like the flyers, well, we put all the flyers and information there. But yeah, right now there is a training. We are on the week 7, like I said, there are 10 weeks. And then on the 10th week they do like a presentation where they teach others like what they've learned. And so once that one, that's kind of like the end of the cycle, and then we're gonna start again. Okay. And so like for example, somebody wants to join like right now, like they can join, and then on a separate time I can teach them what they missed on the previous weeks or something. But if they want to start with like a new group and all of that, they can. It's probably going to be like after the winter break, the holidays break, so maybe January. I don't have a date yet, but probably gonna start in January or February.
Great, thank you. Yeah, and I encourage those of you watching to get a hold of you because I know we've attended your graduation ceremonies and they seem so much fun, right? Everyone seems to enjoy presenting, and it seems that they had a lot of fun connecting and meeting new people, right? Especially during these times that we don't get to go out a lot and connect with people. It's opportunities like these that we get to continue to be active and social with different people. So, uh,
Yeah.
so
So, so from the first PAL program that I guess conducted or coached, um, I had one peer support specialist who likes to advocate and he always likes to be there and provide support to his peers. So he's been volunteering. So every time we have a class, he joins and he helps out. And then on the second one, another peer support specialist also as well, she likes to volunteer and all of that. So this time that is the third one, they're both helping out, they're both joined, and it's like you said, like they make connections, they make friends, and like it helps them socialize and keep practicing their advocacy skills. And yeah.
definitely. And I see that Leroy just posted the link to the Facebook page, which is VAIL Center for Independent Living. That way, viewers can follow your Facebook to stay updated on the many great events that you're all hosting. So thank you, Leroy. And thank you, Genesis and Vel, for this wonderful introduction and information. I know this is brief, but any of you that want to learn more, there's contact information here on the page that you can get a hold of them, follow them on Facebook, to stay updated. Thank you so much, Genesis, and we look forward to continue collaborating with you.
Yes, likewise.
Thank you, Genesis.
Okay. Well,